Hey guys, Reggie again, as promised, 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, because YouTube is being a bastard. So, now for this week's video, we're doing naming yourself, coming up with your name. I haven't my story is not as interesting as some people, because I know some people sit there and rack their brains for months trying to figure it out. I perform in drag at gay bars, and the first time I ever decided to perform was actually just a cross-dressing contest. Wasn't really performing, and I came up with two names. I came up with Reggie, and I came up with Brett. Brett was off my last name, which kind of sounds like Brett, but isn't. It's so but I don't know where I came up with Reggie. I was just trying to go with something with the same letter as my first name. So it would be easier to remember, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so that night I went outside of the bar, after I was ready. And I called my ex-girlfriend, who was one of my best friends at the time, and I'm pretty sure we still are best friends. And I asked her, and I was like, listen, I'm doing this thing. I need a name. I came up with two, Reggie or Brett. And, you know, we came up with other ones. We came up with Ryan and Randy and Rich. And I came up with a whole bunch of ones that started with an R, because I wanted it to start with an R. And everyone I came up with, she was like, I don't know, I don't think I could see you as a Rich. I don't think I could see you as a Randy. And I'm like, well, what about Ryan? And she's like, maybe, but it's really common. So I was back to Reggie or Brett. So it was either going to be my same letter as my first name or close to my last name. And she told me that she's known like 3 Bretts, and they've all been douchebags. And she didn't think that she could think of me as a Brett, because every time she thinks of Brett, she thinks it's an asshole. And she didn't think I was an asshole. So I went with Reggie. And it started out as a show name, and now, I mean, I have it tattooed on my arm. Right there, going down. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it says Reggie in a font that I designed myself, or in a lettering that I designed myself, whatever. But now that I go back on and think about it, I'm like, maybe Reggie wasn't a good choice, because a lot of people tell me that it's a black man's name. And here it's a black man's name, but in England it's a royalty name. So I've been debating on changing it. I've been debating on my middle name. I've been debating on whether I should keep my last name or go back to my family name. So I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing. I mean, I have a while before I'll be able to change my name anyways, because I have some credit problems. But I'm probably going to stick with Reggie, because everyone already calls me Reggie. My girlfriend calls me Reggie. So it would be very difficult to say, hey baby, you're going to call me Ryan now, or whatever. There is one name that I've been kind of stuck on, which is kind of stupid, but I was thinking about either making Reggie my middle name, and making Dawson my first name, and being Dawson Reginald, or like Reginald Dawson or something, because my mom, instead of calling me her daughter or her son, she calls me her Dawson, because it's like a daughter and a son. And so I thought, maybe that'd pay tribute to my mom. It's kind of like a funny little joke between us. But I don't know if I like Dawson, because the whole Dawson's Creek thing, and that would be stuck with me for the rest of my life and everything. So I'm stuck on a name. I'm stuck on what to do for middle name. But I know that Reginald has to be in there somewhere. So I've been going back and forth with middle names, because I don't know. I like middle names. But anyways, that's this week, so I will see you next week. And next week's topic, I think it's going to be pretty fun. I got to get with Cameron and see what he thinks, but I think it's going to be a pretty fun topic. So we'll see you later. Have a good one, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.